Hi, this is Suchetan. I am an AI and Business Analytics graduate from University of South Florida. This presentation is about a project I undertook. It's called the MXPulse. It's a predictive merchant integration system developed for the MXO integration operations team at DoorDash. This video will be more about the problem background and how I developed this system rather than the working of the system itself. Also, I have deployed this solution as a website and I have provided the website link for in-depth look at the system functionalities. Now, let me start by talking about how I decided to focus on this specific problem. While looking at the job postings for DoorDash, I discovered that the MXO integration operations team was building an analytics sub-team called the MXO Analytics Pod. I thought it's a very good opportunity for me. So, my first step on working towards this opportunity was to understand the current workflow infra at the integration ops team at DoorDash. This led me to look into various online documents published officially by DoorDash, and that's where I found these three publications: the SSIO documentation, the DPIP framework, and the integration requirement docs. Going through all these docs, I found that the system currently used by MXO Integration Ops team is a reactive system in nature. By reactive, I mean the team currently operates by manually monitoring daily exclusion codes and relying on analysts to provide insights from the 28 days rolling data windows. After I discovered the operational problems in the current system, I grouped them into these three critical gaps. That is, lack of a predictive layer, lack of a dedicated attribution framework, and lack of capacity prioritization of the merchants in the funnel. Now that I had found the gaps in the system, I had to build a solution that is grounded in the features and metrics that the MXO integration team uses in their current system. So what I did was I sourced over 100 real fields from publicly available DoorDash documents, namely the SSIO schema, the DPIP documentation, and the integration requirements. I used these fields to generate synthetic data from all my analyses. And finally, I built a system around 9 machine learning models and 2 LLM layers, turning the system from reactive to predictive. Now let's take a look at the system itself. Let me switch over to the dashboard. Again, I'll be focusing just on the important aspects to keep up with the flow of the video. Let me start with the operations page. This page is the operation team's daily command center. It shows which merchants are at risk, ranks them by intervention urgency, tells you who to call, what to say, and shows the live pipeline health across all the merchants in real time. So these are the KPI cards. This is the status pipeline donut. Coming to the most important aspect of my solution, let us start with the onboarding queue. So what the onboarding queue does is it takes the abandonment risk score, the SLA breach days, and exclusion code severity of all the merchants in the funnel and ranks them. Then what it does is it generates a priority list for the team to act on, placing the merchants with highest risk at the top of the table. But there is a shortcoming to this. What if the manager wants to consider several other factors along with the three defined here? That is the SLA breach days, the exclusion code severity, and the risk score. That's where the AI Insights panel comes in. What the AI Insights panel does is it weighs in on 9 different signals produced by the models and analyses and curates an ultimate list for the manager. It provides details on who to contact, what to say, and why. So, what the AI Insights panel basically does is it considers all the trade offs between various signals produced and gives a list of merchants to work on for the manager without needing to refer any other metric. Moving on to page 2, this is the weekly reliability signals page. This page tracks portfolio wide pull through, provider health, cancel rate trends, SLA burn, funnel drop off, and anomaly alerts. So, these are the KPI cards again. This is the pull through rate. This is the funnel conversion panel. This is the provider scorecard. These are the anomaly alerts. This is the cancel rate trend. Again, the most important part of this page is also an LLM layer. It's called the AI Weekly Digest. What it does is it uses all the weekly signals to generate a summary. Manager can just read this and be ready for the Monday startup. So coming back to the PPT. So what does MXPulse as a system actually do? So the MXPulse as a system solves 15 plus operational problems across the merchant integration lifecycle. These solutions can be grouped into these three categories, namely the predictive intervention, reliability monitoring, and AI decision layer. Lastly, talking about the impact my predictive system will have on the business. The measurable outcomes of my predictive system range from catching SLA breaches 11 days early to detecting provider degradation before DPIP flag set. Every metric is anchored to a published DoorDash operational requirement. So that's it for my presentation. I would love to connect on an one-on-one meeting and discuss more about the models and analytical techniques used, the system architecture, and any further requirements to the system. Looking forward to a positive response soon. Thanks and have a great day.